Hey everyone, Rich Gasaway here. Just a reminder that the new Situational Awareness Matters Online Academy will be launching this month, January. Now, for the first time ever, you and others in your department can take your understanding of situational awareness and high-risk decision-making processes to a whole new level. Since flawed situational awareness is a leading contributing factor in near-miss and casualty reports, it's a really important topic that most first responders have received little or no training on. And that needs to change. Check it out by visiting samatters.com and clicking on the green box on the right side of the home page labeled Online Academy. Today's episode is sponsored by Midwest Fire. For more than 20 years, Midwest Fire has been manufacturing high-quality tankers, tanker pumpers, and fire rescue vehicles in the United States and Canada. Keeping firefighters safe while enhancing their capabilities is what they do best. To learn more, go to MidwestFire.com. Hello and welcome to episode 141 of the Situational Awareness Matters radio show. I'm your host, Rich Gasaway. The purpose of this show is to improve situational awareness and decision-making for individuals and teams who work in high-risk, high-consequence environments. The SA Matters mission is simple: to help you see the bad things coming and time to avoid bad outcomes. I'm coming to you today from my office in Minnesota. I've taken a few weeks off to enjoy the holidays and to work on some new programs for 2017. As we start the new year, I want to share with you a few statistics from my efforts to spread the SA Matters message throughout 2016. I delivered 108 programs in 91 locations throughout the United States and Canada. There were 9,612 students that attended. I wrote 59 articles on the SA Matters blog and for other publications. We did 52 of these podcast episodes, one every Tuesday. There were 169,977 downloads of the podcast. I developed the SA Matters Online Academy, which I mentioned earlier. I flew 142,709 miles. That included 97 flight segments. I also drove 10,156 miles to programs and spent 186 nights in hotels. I attended 3 conferences for self-development where I did not teach, but rather just attended as a student. I did 2 commercial product development consultations, both for software. I redid the website and a new logo design. I developed 1 new program, and I trained 1 master instructor. So it's been a pretty busy year. One of the questions I get asked a lot by readers and listeners are, when are you going to be in my area? I want to attend a program. It's really easy to find out. There's a link to my schedule of the upcoming events right on the SA Matters homepage. Just click on the blue box on the right side of the homepage labeled Upcoming Events Schedule. If you're interested in hosting a Situational Awareness Matters Tour Stop program in 2017 for your department or your association or region, just contact me through the SA Matters website by clicking on the Contact Us tab, and we'll get something set up for you. The content of this program is truly life-saving. I have responders tell me all the time that they'll never look at an emergency scene the same way. Well, that's the goal, to not only change how you look at things, but how you process the meaning of what you're seeing and hearing, and to give you some practical skills on how to see the bad things coming and time to avoid bad outcomes. If you want to book a program in 2017, don't wait. I'm actively booking those programs now and have roughly 40% of the year filled. Here's a tip on how you can host a program at a reduced cost. I schedule many what I call companion programs. These are programs on adjoining days to other programs. So if you see I'm delivering a program within a couple hours of your department and would think that you would like to tag along as a companion, contact me. You can save as much as 20% off the program fee. No one's ever complained about saving any money off their program fee. That's what Oakland District Fire Department, Jefferson County LAPC, Swissville Fire Department, Minerva Fire Department, and Western Reserve Fire Protection District did just a few weeks ago. Companion together, hosted some great training on consecutive days. When your organization gets sick and tired of being sick and tired of undesirable, uncommitted, unprofessional, undedicated members destroying the morale and sucking the life out of you and your officers, contact me about a program that'll teach you a better way of leadership and committed followership. But don't contact me till you're truly fed up and ready to have your officers lead differently. When will that time be right? Oh, you'll know. It's that point when you realize that what you're doing isn't working very well and you're at your wit's end. I mentioned this a few episodes ago, and I've had 6 departments contact me about hosting the program for company officers. The Company Officer Development Institute can be anything from 2 days to 5 days, with no PowerPoint. That's right, no PowerPoint. No book either. The program was developed from scratch to help company officers with the skills they need to successfully lead at the company level. My co-facilitator, Indianapolis Fire Captain Patrick Harper, and I share practical, actionable best practices for leadership, problem solving, conflict resolution, teamwork, motivation, generational leadership, discipline, coaching for performance improvement, and more. The program truly is customized to fit the issues of those that are in the room. That's one of the reasons no PowerPoint. Another reason is when adults are engaged in the process of learning and not being lectured to, learning can be fun. And the important part is the lessons stick. Given the number of emails and private messages that I've received from company officers, that what I'm saying about this course has struck a nerve. There's obviously a lot of frustrated company officers out there. But as you know, the decision to host a program has to be made from the top of the organization. If you're a company officer or a firefighter and you're frustrated, ask your chief or training officer to visit the SA Matters website, click on the Contact Us link, and we'll work out the details and bring you some great training. It really is that easy. Okay, in today's episode, I'm going to talk about confabulation, or the brain's ability to make up its own reality. And I'm going to jump right into that feature segment now, but when I'm done, stick around because I'm going to announce where the upcoming Situational Awareness Matters tour stop events are going to be in January and February. Okay, onward to the feature segment on confabulation. Confabulation, it may sound better than lying, but it's no less dangerous. One of the most amazing demonstrations I do during my situational awareness programs is to show how a person, when placed under stress, might lie. Only in the world of neuroscience, they don't call it lying. They call it confabulation. You don't do it on purpose, but you may do it nonetheless. And if you do it, it can have a significant impact on your situational awareness and the situational awareness of those that you are telling the untrue stories to. So I want to explore this brain phenomena with you here. During my demonstration, I am explicit in my instructions to the participant. Don't say anything that is not true. Then I conduct the experiment, and the attendees get to observe the participant unknowingly lying to me. The odd thing is, when the experiment is complete and I poll the audience, I'll ask them if the participant lied. And the resounding answer is almost always no, when in fact the participant made untrue statements. What is a lie? We often think of a lie as telling something that is untrue to avoid the consequences that may come from telling the truth. People most often lie to avoid from getting into trouble. In my real-time experiment, the participant won't get into trouble if they say something that is untrue, so the attendees don't see it as lying. By the socially accepted definition, the participant didn't lie, but he or she didn't tell the truth either. Confabulation. In neuroscience circles, they had a hard time working with the word lying when a person isn't telling the truth, so they coined the term confabulation to explain how a person's brain makes up information, albeit false information, to help them make sense out of situations that otherwise would appear insensible. How do we confabulate? When confronted with information that does not make sense, or when faced with large volumes of information, or when the information is complex and detailed, your brain can start shedding some of those details. Some of this shedding occurs because the information may be insensible. Some shedding may occur simply because there's too much information to be processed and your brain becomes overwhelmed. The holes left in the story can then be filled in with what your brain thinks makes sense, even if it's not true. You can do this so quickly that it's sometimes called spontaneous confabulation. That's right, your brain can make up stories that are absolutely untrue in a split second, and you'll never know the difference. Pretty scary, huh? This is not just speculation. Researchers actually have used functional magnetic resonance imaging to show which brain regions are activated when you are confabulating a story. In other words, when you don't know that you're lying, the MRI tells the truth. The situational awareness tie-in. Imagine a forward position team leader reporting to command the details of the situation. The team leader encounters something that is unusual or does not make sense in his or her brain. Or the team leader is trying to convey details in a dynamic, detailed, and complex environment. His or her brain can make up some tricks and distort the facts when it is actually imagining a truth that is untrue. I know it's hard to believe, but you have to trust me that it can happen. Anyone who's witnessed this exercise during my situational awareness programs has seen the phenomena play out right in front of everyone in attendance. It's hard to believe until you've seen it with your own eyes. This means the updates and the progress reports offered by the team leaders may be only a partial representation of the truth. They're not withholding information or changing facts on purpose. In nearly all cases, they're not even aware that they've done it. But as you can imagine, in an emergency scene situation, the consequences can be significant. If the commander receives an update or a progress report that is not accurate, that is going to impact the commander's situational awareness. This in turn can lead to flawed decision-making. The causation of flawed decisions may not be realized until the after-action report when communications are matched up to the actual conditions. It's important to remember that this is not being done on purpose. When receiving an update or progress report, always listen with a skeptical ear. This means you're aware of the confabulation phenomena, and thus you're seeking to match what you're being told with what you're seeing. If it doesn't match up, you may be confronting a confabulation. When 2 plus 2 does not equal 4, start asking questions. Pump the team leader for more information about what's going on. Tell the team leader that what you are observing does not match what they are saying. Don't be confrontational. Remember, the team leader doesn't even know that they're confabulating. Confrontation will only make them defend their position stronger. In their mind, their story, and it is a story, makes sense to them. Discuss a time when you found yourself confabulating an incident scene, if you even knew that you did it. Alternatively, discuss a time when you knew someone else had confabulated. Discuss some steps that you can take to confirm accurate information if you suspect the information you are receiving is confabulated. Discuss strategies for how to address a person who is confabulating a story. Keep in mind that they may not know that they're doing it, so avoiding confrontation is important. If you've experienced or witnessed a near miss and would like to have a platform to share your lessons learned with others, please contact me by visiting the SA Matters website and clicking on the Contact Us link on the top of the homepage. Think about it for a moment. The lessons learned from your near-miss event could save the life of another first responder. If you want to share your experience, just contact me. Okay, as I always do, I want to take a moment to thank the departments and organizations that have hosted recent Situational Awareness Matters Tour Stop events. I do this to show my appreciation to those organizations that have put forth the effort to organize, advertise, and fund great training experiences for their members and others in their region. Your efforts to bring this valuable and powerful training on situational awareness and high-risk decision-making to your members and others is greatly appreciated. The All Hazards Incident Management Team Conference in Oklahoma City. The Oakland District Fire Department in Weirton, West Virginia. The Jefferson County LEPC in Wintersville, Ohio. The Swissvale Fire Department in Pennsylvania. The Minerva Fire Department in Ohio. The Western Reserve Fire District in Ohio. And Peters Township Fire Department in McMurray, Pennsylvania, who hosted the final SA Matters Tour Stop of 2016 on December 26th. If you want to attend an upcoming SA Matters Tour Stop, on January 14th, I'll be at the Singerly Fire Department in Maryland, January 15th, the Red Hill Fire Company in Pennsylvania, January 17 and 18, the St. Paul Fire Department in Minnesota, February 3 and 4, the Racine County Fire Chiefs Association in Wisconsin, February 7th, the Texas Fire Educators Conference in Texas, February 13th, the Morris Fire Department in Minnesota, February 23rd, the Clovis Fire Department in California, March 3rd, the Lynchburg Fire Department in Virginia. The last time I delivered Situational Awareness Matters programs in southwest Minnesota, I had a chance to stop and visit the sponsor of this podcast show, Midwest Fire. Midwest Fire makes all poly-bodied fire apparatus, and it's changing the industry. Seriously, it is. You need to check them out at midwestfire.com. Anyhow, I got a chance to sit down and talk to a few of their employees about what separates Midwest Fire from their competitors. Let's listen into the conversation that I had with engineer Tyler LeBrun about what differentiates Midwest Fire from their competitors. So, Tyler, what differentiates the manufacturing process here at Midwest Fire as, say, compared to the competitors who build fire trucks as well? What makes you stand out in comparison?
You know, I don't really know exactly what kind of systems the other competitors have in place, but the one thing that I really think that sets us apart that I've seen in the side of the manufacturing field is trying to implement and adhere to some different lean ideologies, and that being said, lean manufacturing really helps us deliver a better quality product more efficiently with less waste to the customer. And also on the other side of that, I think the team that we have here, our manufacturing team and all the people that we have, with the way we work together, the teamwork that we have, and everybody's positive attitude, and it may sound kind of cliche, but the can-do spirit that we have, I think really helps us, separate ourselves from the competition.
But I think one of the things too that I noticed when we were touring around on the shop floor is, as I looked around, I didn't see hundreds of employees. This is not a company that employs hundreds of people. It's an employee it's a company that employs a small number of employees with a great deal of dedication, and obviously that lends some to this teamwork and this sense of family that is going on here that might actually be an asset compared to a large company where an employee just might be a number.
Exactly, most definitely, and that's something that we see is all of our employees are able to work together to build these trucks, because it's not something that they're just going to sit in their station and only do their work. If they see that somebody else needs help, they're going to go over there and help them do that, help them get ahead in their part of the process so that the product can keep flowing through the manufacturing floor.
Nice, thank you. So that's really example of what separates Midwest Fire on the manufacturing side from their competitors. So check them out at midwestfire.com. Thank you, Midwest Fire President Sarah Atchison, and all your staff for your awesome commitment to improving first responder safety. I sincerely appreciate your support of my mission. If you're interested in seeing all the locations for upcoming SA Matters tour stops, head over to the SA Matters website and click on that blue box on the right side of the home page labeled Upcoming Events Schedule. If you want to give me a suggestion about how to improve this show, shoot me an email through the samatters.com Contact Us link. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing by clicking the red box on the right side of the homepage that says Free Membership. If you want to get connected with me on social media, you can follow @RichGasaway on Twitter. On LinkedIn, you can find me by searching Rich Gasaway. Remember to swing by and check out the online academy by clicking the green box on the right side of the SA Matters homepage. Well, that's it. Episode 141 is complete. Thank you to our podcast sponsor, Midwest Fire. Thank you to all of our live event hosts. Thank you to all of our online academy students. And thank you, our listeners, for sharing some of your valuable time with me today. I really appreciate your support of the SA Matters mission. Be safe out there, and may the peace of the Lord and strong situational awareness be with you always.
You've been listening to the Situational Awareness Matters radio show with Dr. Richard B. Gasaway. If you are interested in learning more about situational awareness, human factors, and decision-making under stress, visit samatters.com. If you are interested in booking Dr. Gasaway for an upcoming event, visit his personal website at richgasaway.com.